They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Willis will look to throw on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The shotgun snap to Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. Again, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Bullock's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On first down, Willis. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll go with the option, coming right, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Ready?
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Ready?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Cup 19.
Right back to the air again with Willis. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Willis to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Jackson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Second down and goal. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Henry again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. He dumps it off for Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
It's caught inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Willis back to the air on 2nd down. A check down here for Henry. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
Okay, great.
Willis. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Haskins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready up.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up. No, we changed it. There it is. That's hot.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's taken in by Duvernay. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He completes it to Henry, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The handoff, running left, Henry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deshaun Hand picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, not one you see often there, as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
That's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
19 light.
1st and 10, Willis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Eric Ebron, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Bullock as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, report! Report!
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Willis now off of play action. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Eric Ebron saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.